Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we promised, we are going to continue covering the latest developments and to prepare for today the Sharm el-Sheikh summit, which is going to convene in the afternoon. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and his American counterpart are going to chair this peace summit to sign the peace deal accord and to reach this permanent ceasefire, which is going to end the Israeli genocide war in the Palestinian occupied territories of Gaza and to end this bloodshed and massacres committed by the Israeli occupation forces. To shed more light on the issue, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Dr. Monica William, Professor of Political Science. Thank you very much for being with us, Dr. Monica, and a very good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Before going into details, Dr. Monica, tell me about your vision regarding the host of world leaders who are going to come and witness this historic moment in Sharm el-Sheikh. It's not only about President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and his American counterpart or even the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, but more than 20 leaders coming from all over the world are going to be here witnessing this historic moment.
Yes, as you mentioned, that Sharm el-Sheikh summit is a very important and critical regarding its context and timing, of course. So it's a very important summit. The attendance of American President Trump and the unity of European countries, major countries, to sign the agreement of ceasefire, of course, and the release of the Israeli as a first step phase of Trump agreement mark a decisive turning point in the trajectory of the conflict. So the development goes beyond its agreement of or its Egypt plan and Egypt the multi-dimensional approach to sustain the solution of this continuous conflict.
Yeah. Dr. Monica, as we speak, and by the way, we were following that minute by minute live from the Palestinian territories and from Tel Aviv. The Red Cross is they are finalizing the preparations to receive hostages released by Hamas, and in the hostages square in Tel Aviv, their families, their relatives are just gathering in joy that they are going to see and to meet with their loved ones, meaning that the elements or the first phase already starts to be implemented on the ground. How do you see this in parallel with the summit in Sharm el-Sheikh?
Yes, in parallel with the summit of Sharm el-Sheikh and following, it is a compilation of the first phase of agreement, the release of Israeli hostages. So Egypt now emerged as a center mediator with a diplomatic role become very touchable. So on the other side, when we talk about the release of hostages and the combination of the first phase of Trump agreement represent a critical milestone in the evolving of the dynamics of the conflict in Gaza. This step carries strategic, political, and humanitarian dimensions that extend beyond its immediate symbolic impact. On the first level, the rate of detention serves as a confidence-building measure between the negotiating parties aimed to sustain momentum and prevent the collapse of any other fragile framework. Its implementation, as you said, it's a framework of understanding what we stand now. On the other side, it also reflects a mutual recognition of the necessity to shift from escalation to manage what we call de-escalation, especially after prolonged military confrontation that has exhausted capabilities of Israeli. However, this development must be taken also into consideration within a broader context. It doesn't signify a final solution. It's an attempt to restructure the balance of power of the negotiation table. So the implementation of this phase reveals the influence of Egypt's mediator actors and the United States who seek to maintain leverage of the future of the conflict. While the prisoner exchange market also tangible process, it also underscores the complexity of the subsequent phases, which are expected to involve more continued political file such as security arrangement, territorial issues, and humanitarian corridors, and whatsoever in this file specifically.
Well, Dr. Monica, thank you very much for your input and have a very good day. Right after the short break, we are going to return back with more, so stay tuned.